What's going on, YouTubers? Junkie Joe here today with the Ouroboros mouse from Razer. As you can see, it's in a very fancy schmancy box. Looking good. Razer always has the best boxes. For gamers, by gamers. Go to razerzone.com to check out all their good stuff. So let's go ahead and tear into this thing. The first thing you're going to see is this black envelope filled with all kinds of goodies. And as with all Razer products, it comes with stickers. Yay! The next thing you're going to find is your starter manual or your starter guide. I recommend reading this because it has a lot of useful information about all the features and how to use them. This is just a quick start guide. Shows you some of the features and how to get started quickly. But definitely refer back to the user manual. This mouse does have a lot of features. The next thing you're going to see is just kind of like a banner telling you what all different products Razer has and what they have to offer to their customers. And then a letter from Razer saying how much they appreciate you giving them their hard-earned money. Giving them your hard-earned money. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, so first in the box we get a screwdriver. Let it get away there, buddy. The next thing you're going to find is these replaceable side pieces. They're made of plastic. They have a rubberized feeling to them. Feel really good, kind of grippy, as I've heard other people mention. Then you're going to get to the braided cable, which is USB to mini USB. This is going to be for charging your Razer mouse, as well as using it in wired mode. The twine on this is nice and tight and it feels really good. And lastly, we're going to have the rechargeable AA battery. And here's the bottom of the box. If you want to pause it and read all that good stuff, you can go right ahead. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. First thing we're going to be looking at here is the charging bay. The charging bay has some nice rubberized feet on it. Really hard to move once put on a surface. Not only is it a charger, it also acts as a wireless receiver. So when you have it in wireless mode, that's the way that your computer picks it up. So nice little feature there. And now we're going to get to the almighty Ouroboros mouse itself. Isn't it beautiful, guys? It almost feels magical. I love it. So here's your left and right click, your scroll, DPI settings buttons, got a couple of side buttons. Just so you know, this mouse is ambidextrous, so that means that it goes both ways, if you know what I mean. No? Okay, fine then. Here's the replaceable side pieces. You can replace those with the other ones that I showed you earlier. This is a nice little feature, just a little bit of customization that you can do with this mouse. They have a couple of little magnets right here on the side, and once you get it figured out, it goes right on. You can change it from the big little wing on the side, which I like. I like to have that on both sides, to be honest with you. Or you can have it as like a small flat side. Either way, it works just the same. It does absolutely nothing for anything other than aesthetics purposes only. But as you can see, the magnet works very well. Once you get it lined up, it just goes right in. Pops right in, pops right out. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, so right here on the back you have an adjustment. It's just a little turning mechanism, and it makes the back go up and down. That way, if you guys, for those of you who have really big hands, you can adjust it up. For those of you who have those little petite small hands, like some people do, you can roll it all the way down. So yeah. Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. Put these cool guy bat wings back on the side here. Now here on the bottom you got a couple of screws that you can loosen up. This does a couple of things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the back entirely off. This way we can put the battery in. make sure that you put the battery in the correct way, or this product may or may not work. Actually, no, if you put it in the wrong way, it will not work. So basically, you just slide the back piece right back on. Screws, tighten them back up. You know, in the book it says don't over tighten. You can probably strip it out. It's just plastic threads on the inside. See the lights turn on. It indicates that it actually worked. Read the book. It'll tell you which way the battery goes in. So another adjustment another feature that this mouse has is that you can make it get longer or shorter, whichever way. You just line these little notches up. There's 3 different settings you can go. I have pretty big hands, so I have to put it at the longest one, or the longer setting. And once you line up those notches, you just tighten it down a little bit, and bam, there you go. Adjusted to fit. I'm gonna have to say, this mouse feels really nice. Nice, smooth. Buttons feel really good. Right here, we're gonna be plugging it into the mouse. So you just plug it in right there. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. This will charge the mouse as well as just work basically like a wired mouse would work. To plug in the charging station, you just plug it in right there. Once you plug it into your computer, it'll glow green, and then you just set your mouse right there on the charger. There's a couple of holes that you just line up. Sits right on there and charges it up. I will say it's a little aggravating to get it lined up just right. It does have a magnet on it that kind of draws it to it, but it's not perfect by all means. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the Ouroboros mouse by Razer. It looks good. Feels good. That's pretty much it for the unboxing part of this video. Now we're going to look at some of the buttons, some of the features. You know, like I said, you got the left click, you got the right click, you got your scroll wheel, scroll click. There's a couple of buttons right here for change your DPI settings. You have your side buttons. I usually like to set those as either my knife or a grenade. I don't really show it here, but there is a button on the very side where if you squeeze it, it's like a sniper button. It works really well. It slows down the DPI settings, so when you're aiming maybe like a first-person shooter, helps out a lot. So yeah, just showing you that it is ambidextrous, and it does go both ways. I wasn't lying about that earlier. It seems like if you're a lefty or a righty, this mouse will work just fine for you. So that pretty much wraps it up for the Razer Ouroboros mouse unboxing and first look. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. If you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can get informed whenever I'm uploading more videos like this one. So I'm going to end the video with some glamour shots, and that's pretty much it. This is Hardware Junkie Joe saying peace.